Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is granola. For those of you who have been on my channel for a little while, you know that granola is my forever island. It started off as a retirement forest island and now it is transitioning to coffee core. Today I am feeling a little bit poo poo blah blah doody butt. So I'm just taking you along with minimal edits through my little daily play on granola. I checked the mailbox first and I had ordered some things for the office build that I'm working on at the back. I believe I work on this area a little bit during this play. I do a lot of things. There is a certain fox in the back of the island selling art. So we do go over and check that out as well. But overall today I just want to like chill. And I'm just doing this as a voiceover from some footage that I recorded the other day. Just some cozy Animal Crossing times. And do I feel bad that we haven't been on Chibi Moon, my other Switch's island, in a long time? Yes, I do. But tomorrow on stream, we will be back to Chibi Moon, and I'm really actually quite excited to get back onto Chibi Moon. But I've just been in my granola era, and I think it's because it is a forever island. I've just been enjoying logging in, playing, and doing all of the regular playthrough stuff. Like, not just going and decorating, but really going and fishing and getting a coffee from Brewster. And I've actually been enjoying going to Cap'n Islands lately, which has been so fun. Here I am just getting out my tools, and I found this Nook ink balloon, so I'm gonna put that by Nook's Cranny. For some reason I was like, that looks good next to Nook's Cranny. Why not? I love this island though. Like, the layout has just been so rewarding. Everything is very easily accessible, but still spread out enough that I find normally I would like ignore certain areas of the island if they're not within my walking path. Like, I ended up making a specific incline down to Deirdre's house because I was just straight up forgetting that Deirdre's house existed on Granola 1.0. So it's been nice to just finally be like, everything is within a walking area and there's a good flow to the island when I'm doing my dailies, which was also something that I really valued on my very first island. So it's just giving me all of the delightful 2020 vibes. I don't know what it is about this island. And I'm just slowly making my way over to Red's boat here. I decided to put a permanent like little ladder kit over here so that I can get up to the museum from this back side, because I don't think that I have enough inclines to create another incline up from the back there. I think I've got them all allocated on my plan for this island. But there was quite a few weeds down around this little area. I have been cleaning up Dobie's farm, which is to the left here where those pumpkins are. And I do end up cleaning up those quite a bit more. Just today, I moved the whole farm over to get it out of the way because we are going to be doing like a whole nature walk kind of in that area in the back part of the island. And I'm going to put a villager home back there too. But everybody hold up because we have a new art alert. I have so much art in my art section of the museum. I've said art so many times I feel like I'm barking like a little dog. What the frick? Anyways, I have seen the amazing paintings so many times and it's always the fake. And finally, I found the real deal. I am 99% sure that this is the real deal. I just had to pause my voiceover to like zoom in to be like, did I mess this up? But no, the little area beside where this man is like leaning down to talk to his friend, in the fake, that's an actual face. But in the real one, that's just a smudged, smeary little blob person. So we bought it up, baby. I'm really excited to get more art into the art section because I feel like the ones that I'm waiting on now are so infrequent and so rare. I'm waiting on a lot of the ones that don't have a fake. Like all the other ones that are in this ship right now, I have. Let me just consult my Nookpedia app and see how many more I have remaining for the museum. Not Nookpedia, my little ACNH guide. So I have 13 pieces of artwork remaining, but that's including the amazing painting. So If I'm right and I'm able to donate that tomorrow, I will check it off the list. And that will mean that I have 12 pieces remaining for the art section, which is incredible. I have never made so much progress towards the museum on any other island. On Alexandria, my medieval cloud core island, why'd I have to say it like that? On my medieval cloud core island, I thought that it was gonna be my forever island. So I did actually do a lot of work on it early on, especially. I was like, this is gonna be my forever island. And I think that energy of still collecting a lot of things and still like making progress on the base game, like getting all of the fruits and vegetables, like making sure that you catch a lot of bugs when they're seasonal, focusing on DIY recipes. Speaking of that bottle that's just sitting over there from Eric, Smart Guy. I already know how to make a mushroom salad. Ew, mushroom salad sounds gross, okay? Mushrooms in a hot dish like pizza, soup. I know like everybody has their own opinion on mushrooms, but I actually really like them if they are like within a recipe. But just a mushroom salad? I don't know if I can do that. Raw mushrooms on a salad? Nah. Don't do it. And I am fast forwarding through some of this shoveling because I'm just basically picking up all of these crops from over here and bringing them to an area beside the park. Originally, I had wanted this area beside the park to be where the rock garden goes, but there just wasn't enough space to fit all the rocks and fit pathing around. So it's just a temporary little farm moment. And I don't go too crazy on it, but I did add some fencing. Just a little spot for those crops to go. I tried to create like a patchwork of the different crops on the two different kinds of dirt in-game path, the dark one and the light one. So we're making just like a little patchwork, and it's kind of like not exactly orderly, and there's no like distinctive pathway through it. I do create like a tiny little pathway through it, but I would like it if it was set back one more square so that I could put fencing between this little plot that I'm working on and the sidewalk. I don't know. It might actually end up being an area for crops, like just a little tiny hobby farm beside the park. But it's a tiny area beside this pond, and the pond is actually from the river mouth. It's like my little bookworm, so I can't change that because on the map it looks so cute. My little bookworm with a little face. And I'm just apologizing ahead of time for the way that I'm placing these pumpkins down because I did not place them organized by color, and it's a little bit triggering right now. Looking back at it, I'm like, you couldn't have just planted the orange ones beside each other and the green ones beside each other. Come on! I do end up picking all of these crops and then watering them, and I need to water them the next day too so that I have bunches of 3. And then the sugar cane, I actually did not have like more of the sugar cane because I ended up planting all of them beside Timbra's house and giving her a little like sugar cane area. And I kind of like the way it looks in front of her house. So I did have to go and snag some from her. And then, of course, I re-watered that area. Which reminds me, watching this back, that I need to go and water those today as well. Because this footage was, I believe, from yesterday. Now I'm wondering if it was from 2 days ago. Oh my gosh. Did I not play Animal Crossing for 1 day? Illegal. Take away my Animal Crossing license. So once I had planted all of this beautiful sugar cane, I went around and picked every vegetable and then re-watered them so that I can get them all even, because I have been stealing so many vegetables from these vegetable patches lately. So they're all uneven. I have some with 2, I have some with 1, some with 3. It's just like, I mean, honestly, I kind of don't mind the aesthetic of having all of the vegetables at different stages. It feels more natural, but it is cute to have them all be 3s. And then it's also good to harvest the vegetables every once in a while because I do use them in recipes. And sometimes I go on like a little cooking spree. It's kind of fun to just like cook a bunch of recipes and like flour and sugar and all of that. And then of course, you know, what can I say? I have an addiction. I have a problem. Potato shoes are just like a way of life. I mean, like, is there a cuter thing than dancing in potato shoes? I got my new shoes on and everything's feeling all right. That kind of deal. Okay. When you pan down and it's just cliff. Anywho, as I finish up this little farmland area, how are you guys doing? It's Friday, hopefully, when I'm putting this video out. That's the plan, at least. It's been a week. I feel like Mercury is retrograding, like, at light speed this year. We just had one in, like, May, and now, what, it's again? It's almost like it has a really short rotation, and we're, like, always struggling with communication and technology on regular intervals, and I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of like, Mercury, can you just figure it out? Can you just calm down? Super moons and you know what? I'm just gonna blame the stars. I'm gonna be like, hey, guess what? It was the stars that did this to me. It's not my fault that the stars have done this to me, is it? Of course it isn't. So yeah, I'm putting stuff away into my storage shed, all of those vegetables that I picked. Then I'm grabbing some fencing, a couple of two different kinds of fencing, the simple wood fencing and some hedge fencing. I ended up going with the white fencing in the end because the black just feels like too heavy for this little area. And I'm also having a struggle with this tiny little area and how it's kind of arranged with that pond there. So I had to remove fence to add fence back. And I have to do the same thing with the hedge on the other side because I can't have one side being straight across and the other side having that like little extra bump out on the end. I do like that little extra fence that's faced in the opposite direction to kind of cap it off. Thought that a fence would look cute there, but it just looks way too random. And I'm just regretting the placement of all these crops. But I'm, yeah, debating my life and deciding that I don't feel like picking all of them up and that this is good enough for me. For now, of course, I probably will come back and revisit this area entirely, but we're gonna move forward and I'm gonna show you my office building that I've been creating. I'm not exactly happy with the exterior that I've been doing so far, but I love my little reception area and it has a little cafe. So you see from below, I'm not exactly happy with these wooden bookshelves and I haven't continued them along the side of the building either. You can see on the map the area that this giant school build takes up. And I'm so happy with how the inside of it looks that like the outside, I think I'm going to be using those display cases in the future. I've seen a lot of like fake building builds since doing this and I think I like the bookshelves for the interior walls. I think that they're perfect, but for the exterior walls, I just don't think they have enough like substance to them. They're just a little thin. I would like it if it was a full space item here. So yeah, I'm gonna go up. That's gonna be an incline. We're gonna put that in just a second, but I wanted to show you how this office space came out. When you first come up the stairs into the actual office space, you see the CEO's office, and then there's a little bathroom. I love the toilet paper on the ground. I think that's hilarious. There's a little shipment coming in as well. And then you have the dog pit. Is that what they call it? Ew, not a dog pit. The bullpen. I think that's what they call like an open plan office, which sounds like disgusting if I'm being honest, but basically an open plan office space. And you can see that between the two desks there, I put like this pegboard on simple panels. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think I'm probably going to remove it. I even think the wooden fence with that like pattern would be cute, but it would probably be like less officey. So in the future, I'm probably just going to remove that entirely and just put the desks side by side. I have this little like office break room area and I love it. I put a karaoke machine there. And then we have the conference room. It kind of is very television show office in its layout. I did that completely unintentionally, but I really love this conference room. I think it's so adorable. I'm giving a little presentation. And then I zoom, I fly like the wind down to resident services to get another incline for that office area. So I'm gonna talk to Tom Nook, get that incline all set up, and then I go over to the ABD. And my favorite, honestly, is just spending some time searching around, goofing around on the ABD. So I went and checked what the daily song is that you get from KK, and it was one that I already have, which was unfortunate. So we got the heck out of resident services, and Eunice was there. Order up. How are you, sip sip? A little fresh air never fails to cheer me up, sip sip. What a cutie little girlina. And we run, we zoom back to the office build. I love this little walkway though. Beside Miss Timbra's house. So cutie, so baby. We're gonna chuck in this brick staircase right over here. Pay the little gyroid whose birthday apparently was yesterday, which is super funny. Somebody mentioned that in the Discord for members and it was really funny. I was like, I didn't even know Lloyd had a birthday. Anyways, happy birthday, Lloyd. Once I paid for this incline, it was pretty much just like random things that I wanted to do on this island. Also, if you have noticed, or maybe not, I always change my outfit like the second that I start playing for a new day. I'm like, new day, new outfit. But for whatever reason, when I started playing on this day, I did not change my outfit. It was the same one that I had on like the previous day that I played, which is, I don't even understand how I missed that. So eventually I do change my outfit, but not before I'm running around in like literal circles being like, what do I do next? And I decided that I would like to go get a coffee at the museum. So I'm climbing up this coffee handle, which is so hilarious. Oh, a weed. And then going into the museum. So I'll meet you at the roost. It's funny, this video isn't even really like a to-do list because I didn't make a list ahead of this gameplay. I just kind of sat down and was like, I want to have just a nice time. But I honestly did get a lot done, even if I wasn't trying to do a whole lot. And that's kind of the best part about Animal Crossing, is you feel like you're being a little productive busy bee. And you're just like going to the shops, you're checking in on your little villager friends. And I just think it's so special. I think it's so cute that we have this whole other world in this little game. And okay, pet peeve time. Hey, time for reflection is over. It's pet peeve o'clock. You are playing Animal Crossing correctly. I do not care how self-deprecating you want to be about your own island. I totally get it. Everybody has like slightly messy areas that they're not huge fans of, but even still, you gotta admit, there's just a vibe, there's just an energy. When you get a new item, like say your villager gifts you a new item or you find something new in the shop that you never saw before, it just like, it has a delight factor that just makes you excited to play this game. Anyways, it was time to go shopping. So I went to Nook's Cranny and I was hoping that there would be more here. I mean, that Moroccan table is pretty cute, but I think I have a lot of them. The chessboard is pretty cute, but again, I have a lot of them. But I've been trying to work on my wallpaper and flooring collection because every single time I go to redesign my house in this game, I'm always struggling with like, oh yeah, this is an HHP. I don't have endless wallpaper and flooring accessible to me from every angle. And also like ceiling items and wall decor, I forget to gather those on my actual island. I realized also that like there are so many things that you can craft that are wall items. Actually, there's a lot of craftable wall items. So I'm also doing that DIY gathering too on that Nook. What is it called? Nook Guide? Oh my god, I use this app like every day. ACNH Guide. Oh my goodness. They have like an area where you can track all your DIYs. And I went through and cataloged all the different DIYs that I have, including recipes. So now I at least have like a little catalog set up so I know what DIYs I have and which ones I'm missing for whenever I'm on Treasure Islands, which is super helpful. I think Abel's Sisters is actually the perfect place to talk about cataloging because here I'm constantly being like, do I have this clothing item? I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I have 7 of them. For instance, this shoes. The shoes, They have jelly ones, and then they have these outdoor sandals, which I didn't even realize I don't have hardly any of the colors for these shoes. So I need to go back and buy like every single jelly shoe and every single outdoor sandal because I do not have all of them. And they're so adorable. The outdoor sandals in particular are some of my favorite. And finally, after playing for almost the entire time that I had set aside for myself to play Animal Crossing on this day, I decided it was time to change my outfit, which is so unlike me. Normally, I'm just like right out of the gate, time to change my outfit. I did move my little like changing storage, haircut, music area. This little area, I moved it back into this little corner, and I'm not exactly set on it. For a forever island, I think I would like to put this in a more prominent spot, a spot that I use all the time that feels like a little workshop moment. So we will see. I went to go and check like what my sandal situation was and realized that I had hardly any of them. So I'm wearing the ones that I just bought at Able Sisters. And what socks shall I pair these beautiful sandals with? My absolute favorite, the tube socks. The gray tube socks. And of course I had to go with the green ones. I do love having like green outfits, or mostly green outfits with then like a touch of orange or red. Typically on this island, I've been vibing with that. I hardly ever show the full process of me getting dressed and all the different variations that I go through, but honestly, getting dressed in this game is one of my favorite things to do. If I have like my custom designs all loaded up, I love that. Today I actually ended up not going with a custom design at all. Shocker. I've been doing that a lot more actually, just dressing sans custom design. Just raw in-game styling. It's honestly very satisfying and pretty cute. I don't even mind these options that I'm kind of like preeminently, that's not the right word, that I'm kind of picking up before I find the one that I actually want to wear. That Misty tee is actually so cute. And the open track jacket, excuse me, why was I vibing with an open track jacket? Raincoat? Absolutely not, but you can tell that I'm just drawn towards green today. I just need that green fit in my life. And I was thinking green sweater was gonna vibe with it, and then I saw her. This one. This sweatshirt. And I was like, yep, that's the one. Even though I tried to replace her, I came back. I came crawling back to that green sweatshirt. Girl, you're not gonna wear a gray sweatshirt. What are you thinking? Go back. Get your head in the game. With gray shorts, you're gonna wear, black shorts. You're gonna, really? This isn't summery. This is confusing. You've got a sweatshirt on. This doesn't even match. A lace skirt? We're way off. We're way off. Girl, get that shirt under control. Sport shorts? I've gone crazy. I've gone off the deep end. Pull it back, girl. Come on. I thought that I got to that sweater a lot sooner. Watching this back is like an exercise in patience. I am really... Oh... It's because I know what the final outfit was and how much I love the final outfit. I'm just waiting for her to get there. The cropped pants, yes, go back to the denim cutoffs. The shirt is the problem. You got it. See? When it all comes together, it just all comes together, all right? I do like that hat a lot. I know that there are other baseball caps that have other little like logos on them. I need to get more of those guys. But we went for the plain classic black cap. I love it so much. Man, getting dressed is an event. I know it's an event when I'm doing it. I'm like, this is taking forever. But it is such a joyful, fun thing. When I finally get that fit looking exactly the way that I want it to, that's a happy moment. Yes. See? That's it. That's the one. She's the one. After that, I spun around a few times in confusion, and as I was running around my island trying to decide what to do, I saw a balloon in the distance and thought, that is the perfect end to this video. I wonder if I can get some money to replenish my funds, or if I can get some kind of fun DIY, because I've been thinking about those summer DIYs and there's not a whole lot of them. And and I would really like to get more because especially they're like those fun flooring and wallpaper that are like seascapes and everything. So cute. This balloon really took its sweet time to get floating into an area where it wouldn't be absorbed by the furniture. But we got her. The suspense is killing me. What is inside this balloon? I fully know what's inside of this balloon. It's a DIY for a tropical vista. So that is another summer DIY there that I can use some blue shells to make. And let's take a look and see how beautiful it is in this tiny little picture. Looks Gorgina George. Well, thank you so much everybody for coming along for kind of a different video, kind of just like more long play. I did fast forward and skip through some parts, but for the most part, unedited, which is super fun and different for me. And I appreciate you all so much for watching to the end. Post the cat emoji if you stayed the whole time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.